it's raining today in Scotland. It's not very nice. But we're still going to have a good needle scale day. So wherever you are, I hope that it's nice temperature for you. I always feel like it's great to be warm. As I always say in a lot of my classes, drinking warm tea helps, and I never do needle scales without a back warmer. I do most classes and I do most of my teaching with back warmer on as well. It just keeps everything warm. If your back's warm, then your hips are going to stay warm as well. There's nothing worse than doing lots of preparation stretches, and then when it comes to doing your needle scale, your back's cold again, or your hips have gone cold. So yeah, back warmers are really important, I think. I think they're a training must. I think you have to have a back warmer. Okay, so we're going to start by focusing on our legs. So I'm going to get you guys to come into lunge. Make sure the hips are square. You're going to tuck your back foot under and come up into your lunge, high lunge. Okay? So draw the stomach in. Firm the legs. You're going to dip the knee down, okay? We're going to do 10 of these. Don't let the front knee come over the front foot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Let's do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Change legs. Change sides. Come onto your low lunge, and then we'll tuck the back foot, coming into a higher lunge. Engage the core. Squeeze the bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, so we're going to do a twisty lunge now. So I'm just going to show you. It's a yoga pose. It's I think in yoga they call it twisted high lunge or revolved high lunge or something like that. So you're going to come into your lunge position. You're going to take your hands to a prayer, open the chest, and you're going to take the outside of the elbow towards the front leg. So you're really twisting the torso. So you want the elbows to be in a straight line, and then from there you're going to tuck the back foot under and you're going to raise it off the floor. Good. If it's too much for you to raise the knee off, then you can keep it down if you want. Good. Keep the legs strong. Really, really try to straighten the back knee as much as you can. Good. So stay focused, keep focusing on the breath. Good, hold it just a little bit longer. Good. Okay, drop the knee down. And other side. You guys are great at that one. Your balance is good today, that's good. Hands to prayer, elbow to the outside, tuck the back foot. Really, really focus on opening the chest. So you're kind of pushing with the hands. So you're really, really using quite a force to kind of push the hands together so that you can open the chest. Straighten the back leg as much as you can. Stay here for one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the knee down. Good. And just move the hips from side to side. Okay, great. So coming onto your front now. Bend one leg. You're going to push the hip bones into the mat and you're going to lightly draw the thigh off the floor. So again, we're squeezing the glutes here. Keep the core strong. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Hold it now. Hold the thigh up as much as you can. Small pulses. 10 small pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And again, 10 more. Squeeze the bum. Elevate the thigh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Another side. Bend the leg. Engage, keep strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. So yeah, I've been putting quite a lot of emphasis into glute strengthening in my last few classes this week. Glutes are really important for most contortion positions. Needle scale being one of them, you do need quite a lot of glute strength to be able to actually lift your leg up. So always a good idea to strengthen the glutes. Okay, let's warm up the back a bit. So we'll start with our cat-cow bends. So we're going to inhale as we arch the back. Exhale, touch into chest round the spine. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round. So just do these in your own time. Keep synchronizing the movement with the breath. Good. Bring your spine into a neutral position. We're going to mobilize the hips a little bit more. So we're going to do some large circles. Let's do 10 one way, 10 the other way. You want to have straight arms, so you're really pushing the mat away. Good. And then change direction. Okay, good. Bring the spine into a neutral position. Make sure that the hands are underneath the shoulders still. And we're going to do a bit of a core exercise. So you're going to raise one arm forward and opposite leg back. Okay, so don't do this, don't overextend in the lumbar spine. This should be a nice straight line from your wrist to your foot. Now bring the arm back, bend the back leg, see if you can catch the foot. If you can't catch it today, don't worry, you can keep trying this exercise another time. You might want to raise the leg up, so continue to balance. Your engagement of the core will stabilize you. Good. Really focus on pushing the front of the foot into the mat. That will also help you to stabilize and balance. Good. Now release the foot and again bring arm and leg straight. Good. Change sides. So you're going to bring your other arm in front, opposite hand to leg. Draw the belly button in, ribs in, strong arm. Keep everything really tight. And then if you can, catch the back foot, bring the arm around, and then try to bring the leg a little bit higher. Good. So we're getting a nice twist here as well as a core exercise. Keep pushing the front of the foot into the mat. Good. Okay, release. Straighten arm, straighten leg. Hold for a little bit longer. Just a few more breaths. And release. Good job. Okay, coming onto your front now. We're going to bring our arms to a T shape. Okay, so you want the hands and the shoulders in line. You're going to squeeze your core a lot and try to raise the chest off the floor. I want you to try your hardest to keep your legs stable. It is really hard, but just imagine that you have someone there pushing your legs down. This does help if you wear ankle weights. If you do have ankle weights in the house, maybe when you try this at home, you can put the ankle weights on, or even something heavy on the feet. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And then just relax your head down, move your hips from side to side. Let's do 10 more. Let's be super warm. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Relax, move the hips, free up the lower back. Okay, so the next one I want you to do is a really good stretch for the chest and also the shoulders. So you're going to bend your legs and you're going to catch the ankle from the inside. Okay? What I want you to do from here, try to extend the legs up, and you're going to use your core, so you need quite a lot of core strength to do this. Use the core to tip yourself over to the side, okay? So you're getting a really nice stretch as the shoulder blades move together. So you're really squeezing the shoulder blades. I'm going to show you again. So coming back to center, extend, and then use your core, use your obliques tip over. You can use momentum as well, that's fine. And then you want to focus on looking up towards the ceiling and imagining you're trying to draw the shoulder back. The shoulder that's free, the one that's not on the floor, you're trying to draw it back. Good, come back to center and do the other side. Make sure that there's no obstacles in the way. Extend and roll. Look up towards the ceiling, squeezing the shoulders together. Good. And come back to center. We'll do one more on each side, just do it in your own time. Okay? Use momentum if you need to. Good. Change sides whenever you want to. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange looking stretch, I must say. Good, well done. Okay, so we're going to warm up the shoulders now. Are you coming to help, Hyro? Today Hyro's going to give us another guest appearance and help us warm up and strengthen the shoulders.
Well, I see.
Am I going to be here as well with you?
Okay, yes, because you have to explain.
Okay.
Hi there.
Okay.
How are you all? Well, actually, we're on a standing up.
Okay.
Yeah. Stand up, everybody. Okay, we're gonna start straight leg. Explain that, love.
You're sticking your bum out, right? Yeah, sticking the bum out. Knees are soft or knees are straight?
Straight or
Okay.
bend. As long as the back is straight.
Don't do this, basically.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Don't go like that. Go
stick
like
the bum
here.
out a little bit.
Your arms in front.
Straight.
Straight. And then be careful of. We're going up here. Okay. Now straight.
Forward, yeah, and then down.
Okay. Like this, we're gonna do 10. 1, 2,
Good. Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holding here, and now we're gonna do 10 just in front, like 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, go to your knees. Ooh, shake a little bit. Now we're gonna start with that Felicity favorites one, but this time we go in front and then up. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, leave it. Okay, move letter B. Relax. Now we go the sizes, but try to be like a L, a shape of L, like that. And we go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, good. 4, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now leave it straight, but in that shape. And now we go just rotate like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Leave it in here, and now jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leave it letter B.
Oh.
Yeah. If you feel it's burning, it's working. Now it's just that. Okay. 1.
Shoulders to ears.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and now we wrote 1,
Roll forward or roll back? Doesn't matter. Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5,
I hear crunching in my shoulders.
6, that's good. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're stretching the neck. Holding there, breathe. Relax the neck, relax the muscle, and breathe. Shallow breathe.
Copying me.
Oh, always back of the camera, I have to catch something up, no? We change it. Okay. Go in front now. Now hands on your back and stretch up.
Straight arms.
Yeah. Explain that, Felicity. Now we move the neck. One side to another side. Change the rotate if you want. Close your eyes. Relax. Breathe. And that's all for me. You can repeat that exercise as many times as you want. I recommend like 3 times. Plus the
whole thing.
Yeah. No, but not now. Try to remember if you record it or something. Well, Felicity.
Okay, thanks, Jairo. That's very good.
That one. Bye.
Yeah, really important for needle skills. Like your shoulders need to be super warm, and you probably all know that because when your upper body does feel warm and your shoulders don't feel all tight and uncomfortable, it's more likely you will get a nice needle scale. Okay, so we're going to do a downward dog. We're going to do a little bit different this time. So you're going to place your hands at the bottom of the wall. There's a message. Can you put the music down? Yeah. No problem, Joanna. Okay.
Sorry.
Alright, so hands at the bottom of the wall. So you want to be placing your palms flat against the wall. Your fingers are out to the side. Okay? Hands shoulder width apart. This is a really good exercise for those of you that do bridges but feel like they can't fully extend the elbows. So palms pushing into the bottom of the wall, fingers pointing out the way, forearms pushing down towards the mat, tuck the feet under, push up. Okay, downward dog. So really try to elongate through the shoulders. You don't want to be like this, you don't want to be all bunched up at the shoulders, you want to really focus on creating space. What you can do from here is you can move in the exercise, so try to slightly draw the chest down. You do small little movements. If you prefer to just stay, that's fine too. Good, so you're pushing the bottom of the wall away from you. Good, so you might just want to hold for a little while. If you want to increase the stretch, you can walk the feet in. And then drawing the chest down at the same time. Lengthen through the shoulders. Good, come out of that. Move the arms around. Do you want to go into that one more time? Probably the second time it'll make more sense. Good. Fingers out to the side. Hands shoulder width. Walk the feet in. And draw the chest down. Okay, come out of that. Good. Great. Was that one okay? Feel nice and open in the shoulders now? The next one we're going to do, I think we might need a chair actually. Have you all got a chair handy? If you don't have a chair, you can use your bed or something high, whatever you have. Or if you really don't have anything, then you can use the floor or blocks. Is that another message? Let's see. Nadia, I like that one. Definitely feel it. And it helps. Yeah, it's a good one for forearm stands. Nadia, definitely it is. The next one, take your block. Hold on to your block. Elbows in. Elbows shoulder width apart. Place the elbows at the edge of the chair. And then from here, look down towards the mat. Move the knees back if you need to. You see how I've got a straight line from my bum to my upper back? That's what you want. You don't want to be doing this right now. That's all lower back. So lengthen and then really focus on drawing the chest down. Good. Repeat this one just a couple of times so you can come out and have a breather and then you can go back in. See if you can deepen the stretch. Use the exhalation always to deepen into the stretch. Your head should be relaxed. Don't try to look anywhere, just let it naturally sort of hang there. Good. And come out of that whenever you feel ready. think some of you are not ready to come out of it. You look very relaxed. Okay, well, I'll get rid of the chair, but I might actually bring it back again after. Okay, so let's do our lunge against the wall. So knee a little bit away from the wall, lunge forward, drop the hips down, lengthen the psoas, feel the stretch deeply here as you draw the hip down. Flex the back foot if you want to. Tighten up the core. Square shoulders. Good, you might want to bring your hands up and just allow the weight of your body to open the hip flexor a bit more. Good. Straighten the front leg now. Flex the foot. Bring the upper body towards the front leg. So instead of thinking that you're trying to get your head towards your leg, usually that will result in rounding the back. Maybe focus instead on lengthening, looking forward, and then trying to draw the elbows down. They don't have to touch the floor today, but that can be what you're aiming for. So slowly sort of bending the arms down, lengthening, looking forward. Or you can catch the foot and pull the foot in towards you. Good. So we're going to lunge forward again. This time we're going to take the arms up, look up towards the fingertips, engage the core as we arch back. Squeeze the back glute as well. Try squeeze the glutes today, see if that helps. Squeezing the glutes will relieve the lower back. It creates space in the lower back. So look up towards the hands, squeeze the glute, engage the core, look back towards the wall. Maybe you can touch the wall, maybe you can walk the hands down and push. When you transition out the way, again, keep the core strong and control yourself coming out with square shoulders, always going in with square shoulders and coming out with square shoulders. If you want to get a deeper back bend, then you can move the knee forward more. And then it'll be easier for you to arch back and your arms will be straight, hopefully. If they're not straight, then you can work on this exercise and eventually they will be. Good. I want you to go into that one more time, but this time I want you to externally rotate the front foot slightly, not completely, but slightly turn the front foot out. Try again and see if that helps, okay? It might be a better feeling for you. You might be able to get a bit deeper with the front foot slightly rotated. Keep the legs strong as you transition back. Good. And come out of that, move the hips around. I did keep you in there for a while. Good. Shall we do the other side now? So let's lunge on the other side. This one can be quite painful on the knees, so I do suggest if you don't have a thick mat, then maybe using a pillow or something soft underneath your knee. When I used to perform a lot, I used to always forget to bring a mat and things, so I just used to use whatever I could find to put under my knee. I used to just roll up like a top, like a jumper or something, or use a pair of socks or something. Just whatever's lying around. Push the hip flexor down. Relax the shoulders down. Use your breath. Exhale, drop the hips lower. So just pay attention to how this side feels, if it's more tight than the other side, if there's a lot more tension, and if there is, then you spend extra time on your bad side. Give it a little bit more care, try to hold the stretch longer. And you can always move about in stretches, so if you want you can just release out of your lunge and then go back into it, and it might feel more comfortable. You can do that as many times as you want. Now you're going to bring the hands up, look up towards the fingertips, and if possible arch back. If you don't reach that today, don't worry. Square shoulders, hands should be even. Good. So the next time you do it, maybe try to externally rotate the front foot a little and go back into it, or you might want to bring the knee forward a bit so that you create more length for the back and the arms. So if you do find it quite hard to breathe in this exercise, it could be that you're going a bit too deep. It might mean you just need more repetition, need more time to allow yourself to relax before you go deeper, so just take it easy. Good. And I think we forgot to do the hamstring stretch. I knew there was something. Okay, so you're going to straighten the front leg, flex the foot, squeeze the belly button down towards that front leg. So back bends are actually really good for your breathing, because when you do a back bend, you're stretching the diaphragm and the intercostal muscles. So actually, in the long run, it really helps your breathing. Good. Come out of that whenever you're ready. You can always stay a little bit longer if you want to. Okay, so we're going to do splits now. So with your splits, use blocks if you need to. I think it's good to use blocks even if you are flat sometimes. So a few things to remember when you're in your splits. Square the hips, squeeze the back glute. My shoulders are not open like this, they should be facing forward. So as you square the shoulders, really focus on twisting at the same time, so bringing the back hip forward. Point your foot at the front. Keep the core in, keep the core engaged, sorry. Keep the stomach in, ribs in. And what you can do from here, if you're already flat in your splits, then you can use a block. As long as you keep the shoulders square, don't use a block and do this, because it's not very effective. So square the shoulders, both facing forward, both symmetrical, and then you got to really squeeze the back glute to help you stay in that square position. And then you could do small little back bends back towards the back leg. It's really hard to back bend in a split, requires a lot of focus. So yeah, don't worry if you don't get too much movement. If you're still working on your splits, then really focus on relaxing as much as possible. Try to relax your upper body, don't have everything like this onto the blocks. I know it's hard, but try to relax the shoulders down. I'll let you guys decide how long you want to stay in your split for today. But do try and hold it as much as you can. Good. And for those who can collect the back leg and bring the foot towards your head, feel free to do so if that's within your practice. If it's not in your practice and you're new to it, maybe don't worry about that just now. Let's change sides. Squeeze the bum. Good, point your toes at the front. Pull back hip towards the front. Square shoulders always. Twist the belly button in. Look up towards the blocks if you are doing this version. Use the breath to back bend, use the exhalation to deepen. Good. So just take your time. Good, so we will do the splits one more time, so I want you to do 2 on each side. On your second time around, for those of you that do not have a flat split just yet, I want you to focus on trying to release the hands from the blocks. I know it's hard, so imagine you're here, hands are on the blocks. Try to lightly bring your fingertips onto the blocks and then see if you can lift your hands up and try to relax as much as possible. Relax your upper body and let the hips drop down. You don't have to hold it for a really long time, but I want you to just play around with doing that, taking your weight off the blocks. For those of you that already have a split on the floor, I want you to try to put a block behind your knee. So we're trying to open the back hip flexor. Place your knee on the block. And then bring the hips down. Keep trying to square though, keep remembering all the things that we need to do in our split. You can use a bit of pressure from your hand if you want to draw the back hip down. Good. If you're too relaxed in this position, then nothing's really going to, like, you're not really going to achieve that much. You've got to kind of be active in it. So you've got to imagine that you want the back hip to touch the ground. So you've got to keep pushing it down with the weight of your body. Squeezing the back glute. Good. And you can change. Last time on the other side. Your splits look great today. Nice, Annie. Good, Lydia. Shoulders back. Luna, nice. Good. So you can just relax into that and take your time coming out of it. Like, to be honest, if I was doing a needle scale training for myself, I would usually spend an hour and a half. This class is only an hour. Would be good to extend it. Maybe I should do that in the future. But yeah, I usually would spend a lot longer on legs because legs are really important for needle scales. If you don't warm up your hips properly and work really into your splits, then when you do pull the leg, either with whether it's with your hand or your band, then it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot in the shoulders and the back. So yeah, if you are doing needle scale practice at home, I would probably recommend doing an hour and a half maybe, just to make sure that you're super warm. Okay. Now let's do some back bends. So we're going to do our bridges. You have the option to do a bridge with blocks underneath your hands at the wall, and then try your best to walk the feet in towards the hands and focus on pushing the chest forward towards the wall. It does not matter if your chest doesn't touch the wall, that's okay. You just have the wall there and that's what you want to aim towards. Otherwise you could do the seated bridge, so that's a nice opening for the upper back and the shoulders. The seated bridge is where you dip the bum down. You can also do that with the wall if you want to. I'll quickly show you both of those variations and you can choose which one you want to do. You're going to do 2 bridges, so you could even do 1 of each. So engage the core, keep the legs strong, push up straight arms. Walk the feet in, and then maybe you can push the chest forward towards the wall. If it doesn't touch today, don't worry. Good, walk the feet back out, tuck chin to chest. And obviously hold it a lot longer than that. Focus on your breathing in your bridge. If you want to do the seated variation, you could actually keep the blocks at the wall, put your feet onto the blocks, move the bum in. Fingers pointing towards shoulders. And then you could practice sitting in your bridge, bending the legs, bringing the bum down, look towards the hands. Okay, so you can choose either of those. If those don't suit you today, then you could just push up into a regular bridge on the floor. Okay, I want you to do 2 bridges. So really breathe into your bridge. Try to open the chest as much as you can. If you feel a lot of cramming in the lower back, then focus on lengthening the spine by engaging the glutes. If you hold your breath in a bridge, it's not going to be enjoyable. So holding bridges for an extended period of time, not too long of course, but holding them for a while will help you to breathe. And then once you're able to breathe, then you can make your bridge smaller and make it deeper. Good, and once you've done your 2 bridges, then it's always good to neutralise the spine with a counter stretch. So you might want to do the rolls. So hands behind the knees. A few rolls to massage the lower back. Good. Okay, so we've got one more stretch to do before we do our needle practice. Can I have that chair, Hyro? Thank you. You will need a chair. If you don't have a chair, then you can just try it on the ground. Thank you. We've done this one before. You might recognise it. So feel free to use a band. Sorry to rush you in your bridges. You can continue to do them, don't worry. So you're going to lunge with the back foot, the back leg, sorry, against the chair. Okay. And then from here, you're going to hold onto the band with both hands, and you're going to slowly walk the hands down and start to arch your back towards your foot. If your chair's a bit wobbly like mine, then you can take the hand, one hand onto wherever it is, a wall, and then walk the hands down towards your foot. To prevent you from falling forward, go up onto your heel of your foot. I mean, we've all got different kinds of chairs, so there might be a better way for you to do it with your chair. You don't have to use a band if you are able to grab your foot. And if you're doing it on the floor, it's just exactly the same, except you don't have your leg up against the chair. So one on each side. Yeah, be careful when descending from the chair. Okay. That's another nice one for you to play around with at home. Because yeah, sometimes depending on the chair, it can be a bit of a fiddle to get in and out of. So when you have more time, it would be good for you guys to try that. Okay. Okay, great. Now we're going to do our needle scale practice. Yay, the time has come. Let's hope for a good needle scale day. But if it's not a good needle scale day, it's okay. Next week will be better. Right, so it's up to you if you want to lean against the wall today for a bit of support, or if you want to try it in the middle of the floor. It's up to you, or you could do one of each. You're going to do 2 on each side. I want you to, even if you don't need to use a band, I would like you to use a band the first time you're doing it. So 1 on each side with the band and 1 without, if you are able to grab your leg. So bring the band around your foot. I think I talked about it last time. Remember to really focus on using the oblique muscles, so that's the muscles here on the side. Use that first to lift the leg. That's the first thing that needs to be engaged for things to happen. So bring all your weight onto the standing leg, spread the toes, that helps with the balance. Hip up, engage the obliques here, and then pull the leg in towards you. Use the leg, don't just let it hang there. The leg is part of the trick, so use the strength of your leg to actually help you bring it up. Okay, and then you might want to grab with both hands, and then that's when you're going to lower the chest down, and then, hold on, lower the chest down. Square shoulders, remember. And try to extend the leg. You might be able to walk the hands further down the band. Good. So just take it in your own time, 2 on each side. You can decide how long you hold them for. See some great needle skills already. Well done, guys. Remember to use the breath. I can't stress enough how important it is. Use the breath, it'll help you focus. It's also going to help you to go deeper into the stretch. So use the exhalation as you bring the arms and leg up high. Good, and don't forget to bring the chest further down. Okay, so once you have got your leg or your band with both hands, then you need to keep the leg really strong, the one that's on the floor, keep it really strong, and that's when you bring the chest down, drop your body down. So yeah, that's when the balancing really comes in. question. Nadia, my balance on my bad side is really bad. I don't know how to make it better. Nadia, when you're doing your bad side, are your shoulders square? Are they both facing forward, or is one kind of coming out to the side? Also, are your hips square? Or it could be that leg that you're balancing on is a bit weaker than the other one. Could even be the glutes maybe that are a bit weaker on that side. As soon as you square off, you get really wobbly. Are you squeezing? Are you engaging? Engage the core, engage the glutes. It's okay to keep a slight bend in the knee. If you're really wobbly, keep the knee bent slightly. And then you can always straighten it once you've sort of found the balance point. So you could go into it with a slightly bent knee, if that helps. And then square. Oh, now I'm wobbling. And then you could straighten it out. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it could be a lot of things. It could definitely be weakness in the muscles. Or if you've been practicing a lot more on the other side, it could just be something to do with having to practice more on the bad side. If you've been neglecting your bad side, then it will need a lot more practice. Good, Laura. I can see you're walking your hands down further now. Good, so if you have done that a couple of times on each side, then you might want to just counter stretch. So maybe make a big diamond shape with your legs, feet together, knees out to the side. And then relax forward. If you can, drop the head down. You don't have to go all the way down if you can't do that today. Or you can continue to do your needles, it's fine. If you want to keep going with the practice, that's your choice. You can keep going, find the perfect needle scale. It does take a while. I usually do mine about 10 times before I get a straight leg. And then a twist, so hand to the opposite knee, twist back, look behind your back shoulder. And other side. Good. Well done, everyone. Yeah, it is. An hour is, yeah, I try and squeeze a lot in the hour because there's so much like that you need to do before you needle scale. There's a core warm up, there's the arms and shoulders, the back, the legs, everything together. Like there's a lot going on, so it does take a while to warm up for a needle scale. If it doesn't, I'm very jealous of you. So yeah, thanks everyone. I hope you had a great time and well done. You looked amazing today as always. And if you have any pictures, post them. We do have a Facebook group now for all the Flexi students, so that's exciting. And it is weekend wins today, so post your weekend wins. Can be anything from this weekend or the week, anything at all. Even, you know, something like I managed to balance for a couple more seconds today. that's still a win. It's a small one, but it's still really good. Small steps are just as important as larger steps. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming, and have a lovely day. And I will see you next week. The classes will be up. Actually, the classes already are up. So yeah, have a look out for the timetable. Bye bye. Thanks guys, see you later.